I lost many relatives, nieces, cousins, aunts, uncles. They're all dead. They were buried without a funeral. They dug holes and put them inside.
Outside the small town of Pont-Sonde, residents try to flee violence in a country where it is becoming inescapable. The Grand Griffe gang last month used canoes to mount a surprise attack against the riverfront town.
Today we are on the street with nothing in our arms but our babies. We do not know where to go. I had to leave other children behind, and I don't know if anyone's going to look after them.
Hi guys, welcome back once again to my YouTube channel. I'm B-Boy. Remember, if it was the first time you're coming across my video, don't forget to like this video, subscribe and share. Okay guys, in today's clip we want to talk about the current situation in Haiti. We have all seen how gangs are launching new and surprising attacks. They just want to take over Port-au-Prince because they are still fighting and launching new attacking people, killing people. A lot of Asian people are really crying out for help. They are saying that enough is enough because this gang violence has become too much, and there is a lot of hunger. There is insufficient food supply in Haiti, whereby these people don't have sufficient food, and due to lack of food supply in Haiti, the gangs are continuing to launch new attacks, and we have seen a lot of people dying and crying out for help. Kindly have a look at this clip and then you come back for more discussion.
A surge of violence in Haiti has triggered a power struggle in a country under the de facto rule of criminal gangs. Armed groups are seeking to have threatened genocide if he does not.
Bodies lying on the streets of Port-au-Prince. It's alleged they are gang members who were set on fire by some residents. In Haiti, it's known as Wakale, an armed vigilante movement fighting against gangs who are trying to take full control of the capital, Port-au-Prince.
Haitian immigrants find themselves at the center of presidential politics this fall as former President Trump and his supporters repeatedly make baseless claims about them. Most of them came here to escape Haiti's humanitarian crisis brought on by wide-scale gang violence. Ali Rogan tells us how Haitian leaders are trying to restore the rule of law.
Outside the small town of Pont-Sonde, residents try to flee violence in a country where it is becoming inescapable. The Grand Griffe gang last month used canoes to mount a surprise attack against the riverfront town.
I lost many relatives, nieces, cousins, aunts, uncles. They're all dead. They were buried without a funeral. They dug holes and put them inside.
Haiti's interim Prime Minister Gary Conille visited the wounded and urged locals to trust the police.
I don't know how long it is going to take, 1 day or 1 month. The police cannot do this work alone. It needs to be done with the population, and the population needs to start to play its part. We will be very strict with the gangs to bring them to justice.
But that justice has proven elusive. Haiti's roughly 12,000 police officers are outgunned. More than 150 armed gangs are sprawled throughout the country, many wielding firearms trafficked from the United States. An assault across the capital Port-au-Prince in March, attacking the airport, police stations, and port facilities. They also freed over 4,600 inmates from Haiti's 2 largest prisons, several of them notorious gang leaders. Violence has spread beyond the capital to the neighboring Artibonite region, the site of the Pont-Sonde massacre. This chaos spurred the international community to intervene. This summer, forces from several countries began arriving on Haitian shores. Today, there are about 430 mostly Kenyan security personnel on the ground to help patrol the streets and protect key infrastructure. And 600 more Kenyan police officers are expected to deploy later this month. Prominent gang leader Jimmy Cherizier, widely known as Barbecue, commanded his men to fight back.
Our names will be remembered by history as young people who took up arms to free their country. Our battle is a personal fight. We are at war. They're not Haitian, and they're on Haitian soil. I consider them to be invaders.
The UN says the mission is underfunded, under-resourced, and has only deployed a fraction of the expected 2,500 troops. Gang violence and natural disasters have only exacerbated a cascading humanitarian crisis. Over 700,000 Haitians have been driven from their homes. More than half are women and children.
Today we are on the street with nothing in our arms but our babies. We do not know where to go. I had to leave other children behind, and I don't know if anyone's going to look after them.
Gang control has also squeezed the flow of food, driving up prices and causing many to starve. Rita Lozandieu looks after her 4- and 6-year-old granddaughters while her 2 sons send her money to live.
Things are very expensive. It's a problem to buy anything to eat. You must have a lot of money in order to just buy enough for 3 meals. It's very difficult.
Violence has also led to the closure of over 900 schools, affecting more than 200,000 children. Gary Pierre is the founder of the English-language Haitian Times. He says these conditions have created a pipeline to the gangs.
The lack of opportunities for young people to go to high school, to go to college, or university, is non-existent in Haiti. You have young people attracted to the gangs because it gives them a sense of belonging, a sense of purpose. And so the ranks are growing.
In the midst of the crisis, Haiti is trying to rebuild its government. In April, the country formed an interim government, which appointed a new prime minister. And last month, they established an electoral council, which is working to hold elections by 2026. They would be the first general elections held in a decade. But Haitian investigators recently accused 3 members of the interim government of bribery.
It's holding back the country in ways that it doesn't hurt other places because we need every dollar. And I think part of the problem is that many of these people who go into politics, it's a business. It's a way for them to make money. It's not about the state.
Meanwhile, gangs may be biding their time.
Down. Here are the 3 men vying to control Haiti, a country on the brink of civil war. Fueling the violence is gang leader Jimmy Cherizier, known as Barbecue. The former police officer presents himself as a revolutionary leader who says he is defending the poor against the country's wealthy elite. Though NGOs say he is unlikely to be endorsed by the US, which sanctioned him in 2018 for his role in an attack on a slum that left more than 70 people dead. He has also been sanctioned by the UN after barricading Haiti's main port in 2022. Cherizier leads an alliance of gangs and has threatened civil war if Henri doesn't step down.
N'a goumé contre Ariel Henry jusqu'à dernier goût de sang nous. Sam ka dit, n'a goumé contre Ariel Henry jusqu'à ce que nous joigne démission. Et nous te répété déjà, et nous même nous vivons ensemble. M'a parlé dans nous vivons ensemble. Nous prêts pour nous faire alliance à diable. Nous prêts pour nous dormir même côté à diable, n'a joigne contre Ariel Henry.
A former coup leader named Guy Philippe is also hoping to seize control. Philippe has already had success overthrowing the government. Back in 2004, he played a key role in ousting the country's president.
Those people that are afraid of me, it's because they don't know me. I'm not a violent man.
Philippe was indicted on drug trafficking charges and extradited to the US, where he spent 6 years in an Atlanta prison. He denied the charges and said his enemies were trying to silence him. Since returning to Haiti in late 2023, Philippe started his own political movement, gaining support among Haitians fed up with Henri's rule and growing gang violence. Some local organizations believe this places Philippe in the best position to stabilize the country. But US analysts fear he would need to do a deal with Cherizier to provide security for the region, something they describe as their worst nightmare come true. Pressure is mounting on Prime Minister Ariel Henry to step down and call for elections. So far, he has resisted. Since then, the country has plunged into gang warfare, causing the government to request a multinational force to restore control in the capital. Aides for Henri couldn't be reached for comment. The United States has called on Henri to accelerate a political transition, but the State Department said it is not pushing him to resign.
We are urging him to expedite the transition to an empowered and inclusive governance structure that will move with urgency to help the country prepare for a multinational security support mission to address the security situation and pave the way for free and fair elections.
Hi guys, I hope you have watched the full clip, and it's so sad, it's a sad news to see how our brothers and sisters are really crying out for help. They just want to move out of this country to go to a peaceful place, and we have all seen gangs just launching new attacks. They ain't giving up, they just want to take all over. Port-au-Prince, the capital city of Haiti. And one serious question that a lot of people are asking themselves: where are these people getting their weapons? Where are these people getting their money to buy these weapons so that they still fight back people, they still launch new and suppressing attack? Because they ain't giving it up. But earlier on, we have seen Jamaican Kenyan police trying to do very hard work. They have arrested some gangs, they have killed some, but these people are too many. And the reason why maybe I feel like this mission can be somewhat impossible mission is because the Kenyan and Jamaican police, they are small in number. These gangs are very huge in number. Haiti is the gang in Haiti, they are in large number, and these people are too many. You can't just control them once or maybe try to go and stabilize the economy of Haiti in 1 month's time or in 2 months' time. It is a mission that will take a lot of time because these people are too many and they ain't giving up. And the bad thing is that they are continually launching new attacks, suppressing attack. They are kidnapping people, they are kidnapping small children, raping women. It's so sad to see how these things are really happening in other countries, whereby there's no way you can do but just to pray for them. At least they can regain their peace. You have seen in other clips Jimmy Barbecue going to fight and he has been attacked. Sometimes he has been injured, but they are still continuing to go on the street to launch new attacks because these people feel like they are fighting for the freedom of their right. And in Haiti, what I don't really understand is that some people in Haiti, they are saying that Jimmy Barbecue is a good person, and some people are saying that Jimmy Barbecue is a bad person. On the other hand, the people who are talking about Jimmy Barbecue is a good person, we have all seen how Jimmy Barbecue is really saying, and some documentary interviews. He's saying that he's giving out food to those children who doesn't have food. He's giving out shelter to those people who doesn't have a place to live. He's protecting his people. And Jimmy Barbecue just feel like he's just a freedom fighter, and he has said that he won't give up until he feel like his country, it's in good hands, its government, it ain't corrupt like it is. He just want to fight the bad system because he feel like the resources of Haiti is being exploited in a bad way. He's fighting so that the people of Haiti, they should have good road. The people of Haiti should have clean water. They should have food. The children of Haiti should go to school. And this is the reason why Jimmy Barbecue is always fighting. And it's just saying that he's not feeling good to fight his own brothers, but he's just fighting the system, whereby the system is using the police, and there's no way he can stop fighting the system or the police, because he cannot just start there and be killed. He believes that he's fighting for the rights and the freedom of the people, of Haiti people who doesn't have the voice to speak. And he said he will continue doing this until he feel like the Haiti is in a safer hands. And he really came out and said that he's not greedy to be a leader of Haiti, or he's not vying or fighting to be the president or the PM of Haiti, but he just wants the people of Haiti to live a better life like other countries. And we are really praying for these people. This war should stop, because we have all seen how it has caused a lot of destruction, how a lot of people have really lost their life. We have seen women crying there. They have lost their husband, they have lost their children, they have lost their fathers, their mothers. It's very sad, and it's really traumatizing to see such people crying out. And there is no way you can really help, but the only way is to put them in our prayers. We should join our hands together to pray for Haitian people to regain back their peace. And this mission that Kenyan and Jamaican police, they went there, we should also pray for them so that at least they can be safe in there. As they fight the gang, they should also be careful, because these people, they really believe they are fighting for the freedom of their height. But another thing that is really that's really creating a lot of attention is the way these gangs kidnap people, the way they kill innocent children. It's really quite alarming, and a lot of people are really sad, because parents, even they are unsafe in Haiti. That's why we have seen in other clips, people are flying out of Haiti to go to other countries to see if they can find peace in there. They are flying away in large number masses, because they feel like this war can't stop now, because gangs have just controlled They are taking all over the area. And if you go to Haiti, there's gunfire everywhere. And this is the reason why people can't visit to Haiti. We are just seeing journalists going to Haiti. And it's really high time this war should stop, because we want Haiti country to be like other countries, to be peaceful like other countries. We want visitors, tourists to go to see what's in Haiti. We all believe and we all know Haiti is a beautiful country, but due to gang violence, it's the reason why these people are what they are. And if country has a lot of fight, there's no way it can be developed, or there's no way it can be in a good condition. That's why we are seeing these people really struggling out. There is a lot of hunger in Haiti. People are really fighting out just to find some food to eat. They're going to street to work to find something to eat, but it's so sad whereby there is high insufficient food supply in Haiti. People are dying out of hunger, leave alone being shot by gangs or nini. They are dying out for hunger, and it's a very sad thing. We should join our hands together. We pray for these people. At least this country should gain peace. It's so sad. We ain't in a good mood. Imagine seeing a lot of people dying, your own brothers and sisters dying each now and then. It's so sad. It's not a good thing. And we all believe these people should sit down one day, they agree, and this country should gain its peace. Because this was, it has been fought for a long period of time. Since the assassination of their president in 2021, that really make the matters worse. The people really came out, they really fight a lot. But the gangs haven't stopped. We are really praying for these people to stop fighting against their own brothers. We are all once, we were all created from one God. We should love one another, and peace is the key to our country to develop. We want Haiti to be developed like other countries. Look like a country like Jamaica. Jamaica has a lot of tourists that are going there. It's because of how it's peaceful, and it's because of how they are God-fearing. This is the reason why a lot of tourists are flocking to Jamaica. And we have seen how it's really developing, how it's really trending worldwide. You can wonder, what are these people doing? It's because of how they really believe in themselves, they really unite as one. And they praise peace because they live and love one another, and the way they welcome and appreciate and strangers people. We want such things to really happen in countries like Haiti. And I really believe this war one day will stop, and it will be a greater good news. They should just elect a good leader, and a leader should be elected by people, but not by the government authorities. We have all seen gangs really coming out and saying that these leaders are just being elected, but they are not being elected by the people that are living in Haiti. We want a fair election. We want those people to elect a good leader that won't be greedy or won't make the people of Haiti to suffer or to go what they are going through. But all in all, what we want in Haiti is peace be upon in that country. And for those soldiers from the Jamaican Kenyan police, we really pray for them to be also safe, because they also have the family that is depending on them. So let peace be on in our country of Haiti. Let us all join our hands together. We pray for this country to gain its peace, because it will also be a good news, and we will also see our brothers living in a safer place rather than fleeing away from their country, instead of maybe just praying for their country to gain back their peace. So let's join our hands together. We pray for this country, Haiti, and we all believe God will do miracles. So guys, if it was for the first time you come across my video, don't forget to like this video, subscribe and share. Thank you so much for your time. May God bless you. One love.